Fight.
This nigga had beet juice for the first time.
Bro, I'm sick about that. I'm throwing that away, bro. That was like $12. It's going down the drain. I'm
Get it from
sorry.
Trader Joe's? Where you get it from?
Whole Foods.
Damn. You know they got some good pizza?
Whole Foods?
Yeah, low key. Like if you go to what do you
Like the
call it?
frozen pizza section, or do they have
No,
like
no, no, no.
actual
Like
pizza?
the actual. You know how you can get like real food, like like you know how everybody has like a deli section, like
Yeah,
grocery stores have a deli section and hot food sections.
I didn't know they had
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Every Whole Food has like a brick oven thing, and they just put a piece in there with whatever toppings you want with all this stuff is.
I didn't know that. I don't be in Whole Foods like that though, because I don't like new grocery stores, bro. Like I like knowing I like knowing where stuff is, because I hate shopping,
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hate a Walmart that's built differently.
bro.
Like
Because
normally shit be like on
I
the
worked
left
at
side, but it's
Walmart.
on the
I worked at Walmart one summer, so like I know where stuff is in every second. And like when the Walmart's built different, it pisses me off, bro. It pisses
yeah.
me
I'm
off.
not liking it. I hate it. Oh, and I hate the Walmarts out here because they're not super. Like most of them are not super centers, so they don't have like a produce section. So I'm just like,
Walmart's
this
without
looks.
one. That's so weird to me. Like, bro, you are Walmart. Why do you not have like fruit and vegetables?
Like you feel like it feels unequipped. Like I feel like you don't have everything I need, even though I'm not even going to eat anything from the produce
It
section.
feels like it's missing. It feels empty. It feels. I don't like it.
Yes. Like damn, you feel a little smaller than.
It feels below quality. Like I'm not like unless it says like them little like neighborhood market. Well, no, neighborhood
That's
market.
different.
Yeah, no, the neighborhood markets have fruit and stuff too.
They have fruit, but like they don't have like crazy electronics in that one.
But like that, I can understand because the neighborhood market. So it says it on the sign, so it's supposed to be. You expect it to be smaller. You know what you're getting, but like the actual WalMarts, that just don't. That should be pissing me off. I hate that.
That's
I
so
hate that.
weird, bro. It's so weird. Like the Targets out here is like what regular Walmarts look like out there
Okay,
because they got the produce section. But it's just like,
yeah.
why the
But
fuck you want to
Target,
go to
really?
Target?
You hate black people still?
No, I'm just telling you in the past. I mean, we didn't
No, I'm talking
always
about
hit Target.
Target. Target hates black people. So
Oh,
like,
for
why
sure.
would I shop there?
Yeah, especially this month. Come on now. Welcome back to another episode of the Play for Keys podcast, the podcast for casuals. You are a casual. This is the show for you.
You're in the right spot.
Literally in the right spot. We're happy that you're here. We're so happy that we want you to donate.
Donations. Donations.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Yeah, man. Things we just also things we don't care about. Might as well get in there.
We do not care.
All-Star weekend. We do not care. We know how this is gonna go. We do this every week. I mean, we do this every year around this weekend. We were tired of the videos of how can we fix All-Star. There's nothing you could do. Okay,
The only thing that can
nothing
fix
you
it
can
is
do.
the players if they want to play hard. But that's
Absolutely. I don't know. Did you see that Kevin Durant soundbite about
yeah. I got what he was saying because he was there. He was like, "Why are you always asking the Americans to play hard when Luka and Jokic they don't play hard either?" And I'm like, that's a valid point, but like, okay, bro, I don't like. I'm tired of the All Star discourse, bro. I'm tired of it.
yeah, if y'all not gonna put the shit that I need in there, if y'all not gonna put 1v1 in there, I don't give a fuck, honestly.
Yeah, I don't.
And even then, say y'all do put the 1v1 on there. What if they just don't play hard? Then we're just gonna keep complaining about certain shit.
I'm tired of complaining about stuff that's I can't do anything to fix. So like, it doesn't matter, bro.
Yeah, it's bad.
We do not care.
I care. Manchester City United, or Manchester United.
I think it's Manchester.
Manchester United. They have a situation on their hands where they have a fan that will refuse to cut his hair until Manchester United wins 5 straight games. He's been doing this for well over a year because for over a year, Manchester United has not been able to string 5 straight games. It got so bad that now niggas are telling that nigga to chill the fuck out and just cut his hair because now it's starting to become a distraction to the team allegedly.
But it's a fan.
It's a fan that was just on the internet. Like he was just on the internet like a year and a half ago, and he was like, you doing stuff
Yeah.
on TikTok or whatever. He's like, I'm not gonna cut my hair. I'm not cutting my hair until they win at least 5 games.
How's it
5
distraction
straight.
to the team? Get
It
over
was like
it.
5 straight. Within the last 48 hours, that shit became like so public because they had won 4. They had won 4 straight,
Okay.
and this was about to be their 5th. They ended up tying. I'm trying to find his original hair, like before everything, but I still have what it looks like currently. If I bring it up, I got too many Piston Hornets things going on here. Jesus Christ! Let me share my screen real quick. Yes, this is what his hair looks now. That nigga had like the lowest fades. It's been well over a year. But like I said, it got so bad that when people started talking about it, all right, yeah, let's get the fuck out of here, or I see something crazy. Where's the is it still screen sharing?
Nah.
Okay, babe. Well, yeah, basically, like one of the like when they started interviewing the Manchester United like team or whatever, he was just like, yeah, like I hope we win. I hope we win. 5 in a row because then he'll be irrelevant. He'll be irrelevant after
Yeah,
this.
okay.
Like nobody will give a fuck about him anymore. I said, first of all, this nigga's a fan. You don't have to go crazy.
Yeah.
Like this is like a fan of your team. Like he wants you to win the 5 games so you
And
can cut
also
your hair.
seeing his hair, it wasn't as bad as I expected.
I mean, it's
Like,
only been a year.
yeah, so people are like, oh, it's a distraction. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be something crazy. Like, no, it's just his hair just long, bro.
Nah,
Y'all
it's just like
lock
it's
in
just the
win
fact
5
that
games, bro. It's not that like
it's just like win 5 games, and it's just like there's like so many teams in like the Premier League that they're a good, like they're a popular team. It's a well known team. There's like lower skilled
yeah.
teams that have been able to string like 5 straight games. So it's just kind of like if you want the nigga to stop, just win the game. But you can't do it, and now it's low-key turned into a curse for you now. Because now it's in your frontal. Now we know it's in your frontal lobe.
Tight. Tight.
Like skill issue. You're trash. You suck. So definitely on the we do not care, but for this to be like a one of those non-traditional sports that we don't talk about, I thought it was kind of funny that you're blaming a fan that you cannot win 5 straight games. Mind you, this is a good team. Like
Yeah, I was like,
they're
man,
they're having a good season.
I was like, I don't know much about soccer, but I know they're not like they're one of the franchises like I know of. Like I know they're not terrible. I know a lot of
Yeah,
people.
they're having a relatively good season. It's just like I won't say they're OKC, but I'll say like that's like saying like the Denver Nuggets were not like they have the season that they have. They just couldn't win 5 in a row,
Yeah.
and they just couldn't do it. And it's just kind of like okay, but like why you focus on this? Who cares? Who the fuck cares? But let's get into things that we do care about. You know what I mean? Jess, where you want to start with it?
We have to start with the Super Bowl, bro. And a lot of people hated it. I loved it. The Seahawks, they dominated in the Super Bowl. They won 29-13 over the Patriots. Real big like defensive battle, but like I didn't mind that in the slightest, bro. Like completely honest. Drake May, he looked pretty bad, sort of how he has the whole playoffs, unfortunately. I saw a stat that said he only scored, it feels fake, so that's why I'm not sure how real it was, but it said like he only scored, last season he only scored 2 touchdowns against teams with winning records. Like he himself only scored 2 touchdowns. That feels fake, but I don't know, but that's sort of how he played. The Seahawks defense was on his ass all night. It felt like from the jump. the game started off slow. It was like three. It was just they were just like trading field goals at first, really for
No,
honestly
it
the
was really
better.
just one. It was just one team scoring field goals. It was like 12-0 at halftime.
Fair, fair, fair. But I mean, and even though it was 12-0 at half, like you felt like the game was sort of over. Even though they weren't scoring touchdowns. That's how I felt at least. Like I was confident Seahawks were gonna win and they ended up winning. Kenneth Walker, he was their running back, he won the MVP. He didn't score a touchdown, but he had 135 yards rushing. He was, just running that on him. He was the straw that stirred the drink. They couldn't stop him at all, especially them outside zone runs. And their kicker, Jason Myers, he set the Super Bowl record for most points scored because I think he made like, how many field goals he made? Like five? Maybe let me look it up real
Yeah,
fast.
because four in the first half.
Yeah, he made five. He scored 17 total points. He had 5 field goals and then two extra point kicks. So
That's
17
the
points
real.
total.
That's the real MVP. I mean, that's the real MVP.
Like, I think Walker still should have won because he was the one getting all the yards. But if he did win and Myers won, you can't really hate that because he scored the most points in the
17
Super
point. You
Bowl.
scored 17 points in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like I wouldn't have been mad if Myers won it. But that Seahawks defense though, they also had some people who could have won because they were putting belt the entire time, forcing fumbles, getting interceptions, having a pick. Was it technically? I don't know if it was a pick or a fumble technically on that touchdown. I think it might
I
have.
think it was. I think it was a pick. It was a pick.
Yeah,
It
because
never
like
touched the ground.
yeah, okay. So that pick six as well. Granted, the game was already over by then, but still. On the Patriots side, Drake May he ended up with 295 yards passing, but it didn't look like that. It was a lot of garbage time stats for him, unfortunately. Two touchdowns, two picks. Patriots could not run the ball at all, and the offense really wasn't catching the ball either. It was a bad day for him. I can't even lie to you.
It was
But it
bad.
was a good. Like I said, I think it was a good game. I think it was a good closing chapter on this season of the NFL because this felt like the season for like the defenses to come back and because like normally I feel like you always hear about like offensive like masterminds and head coaches and stuff like that. But this year, the defense really took a step up to me and sort of played out like that everywhere. Like even with like the head coaching hires, a lot of the people were defensive minded coaches as well. So I don't know. I just feel like it was a good fitting end to the season.
Yeah, I agree. And it's always unfortunate because you only get defensive credit when the you know the offense don't look crazy.
Yeah,
Like if the offense don't look crazy, then it's like okay, like got to give credit to somebody. So the fact that you don't have your typical, Lamar Mahomes, those kind of elite Burrows, whoever you name it, the fact that your quarterbacks consisted of no disrespect to nobody,
not disrespect.
Stroud,
You can disrespect them.
Bo Nix, Sam Darnold. Even though I fuck with Sam Darnold, like you look at the quarterback play that was going on this year. It's like okay, uh, defenses are going to eat this offseason. Niggas gonna get jobs that they thought they was never gonna touch because
Yeah.
they're just in that spotlight now. So I fuck with it. Did you see two things? One, did you see that one guy, like black guy, he had betted $33,000 that the Seahawks was gonna win the Super Bowl. He had put a $33,000 bet, and his return was 49,000. I was just like, that's a bad bet. Even when you win, like you was only gonna get an additional 16K.
It's not that crazy.
Like that's not that crazy for you to just put that money up. Because what if you had lost? What if
Man,
you lost
at least he
16K?
won, but I
Mind
guess.
you, mind you, this was his money that all of his money that he saved up. That was a crazy thing to do. This nigga's still in college. Um, and two, did you see that Nigerian mother?
Oh yeah,
The Seahawks.
yeah. Nick Manwari, his mom. He's a safety for the Seahawks, and his mom was. Did you see? I saw her. Well, no, I saw both. She gave an interview before the Super Bowl. She was like,
I
"Super
saw
Bowl, like
both.
I'm excited to go, I guess, but I don't really get what everybody loves. I'm not even from here for real." And then I seen the one where she did after the Super Bowl. She was like, "Oh, I love the Super Bowl now."
that is the incumbents of most Nigerian parents. They will shit on something until they see the value, and when they see the value, they will act like they never shitted on it to begin with. That is the epitome. But honestly, her interview put me on that nigga on that safety. I
Oh,
didn't know much about, like, I didn't know much about him. But then I started seeing this nigga highlight. I'm like, damn, this nigga
no,
is
he's
everything.
nice. He was one of the finalists for Rookie of the Year. He just
Nigga's
got
hooping.
beat from the Browns. There are other Rookie of the Year finalists too, but we're not gonna talk about them.
For sure, man. But nah, overall,
Yeah,
had a good thing. How'd you feel about Bad Bunny?
I mean, it was cool. Like I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I just thought it was fine. Like I don't listen to Bad Bunny because I don't speak Spanish. So like, it was a vibe. His music's cool though, but I
Wow.
don't really listen to music I can't understand. So I'm not the biggest Bad Bunny fan. Although one of the songs, I don't really know any Bad Bunny songs, but a couple of them, like I heard like the beat or whatever, and I was like, oh, this is that song. So I just didn't know
Yeah,
Bad Bunny.
yeah, for sure. You say you don't listen to songs that you don't listen to songs that you don't understand.
Not really.
Can't relate, nigga. I listen to V's. I don't understand what that nigga say.
See, I understand it. I understand it though. You got to
I
speak
don't
the
know.
language.
I remember the first time I listened to V's, I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga saying? Mind you, put me on it, nigga. Like, what is this nigga doing?
I'm dead.
Is this nigga bumping in the car? I listened to it long enough. I get it.
It
Still don't
start. It
understand
start.
it.
It starting how you gotta listen to more. It start to make sense, bro.
No,
It's,
I'm saying like, nah, it's a vibe now. Like I fuck with it. I got 2 or 3 on my playlist. But boy, that first one, ooh, who is it? Tell that nigga to speak up. But yeah, man. Shout out to that. Did you watch any of the other Super Bowl halftime show? For the Americans.
I saw like clips of it on Twitter. I didn't. It looked bad, but I didn't expect anything else from that. Though. Like I don't know fucking K Rock songs. The hell, I don't give a fuck. Tell me
I
what
ain't
I
gonna lie. I thought Nicki
got.
Minaj was gonna be on there.
Shit, man, I would not be surprised, bro. Something wrong with that
Bro,
lady.
bullshitting, bro.
Something wrong with that lady.
Been something wrong though.
Yeah,
Anywho,
but like I said, the NFL season over, which is very honest, very annoying because I like football. Very, very annoying. But I want to go ahead and look back at some of the predictions we had at the start of the season, specifically the division winners, just to see if we got them right. Now I got a
I did.
note. I got a note on my laptop that has who we chose, but let me share the screen on the actual division winners. Now these are your, like I said, these are your division winners, and well, Patriots are AFC East is first, so let's start with them. Now in the AFC East, we both had the Bills winning the division. We had the Bills winning the division, and you had the Jets as the worst team. I had the Dolphins as the worst team. So we were both wrong on the winner, but you were right on the worst team.
You almost had it, but then that nigga McDaniel just started turning it up late season with all
Yeah,
these like 5 straight wins.
yeah.
You take them 4 straight wins away, like you neck and neck with me. Okay, nigga, bullshit.
All right, AFC North. The Steelers won that division. I said the Ravens would win, or we both said the Ravens would win. I said the Browns would be the worst team, which they are. Although 5-12, I thought they'd be a little bit worse. Not gonna hold you, but you said that the Steelers would be the worst team.
Damn. I mean, honestly, this is like the lowest division. Like when it comes to wins, nobody
Yeah,
ran away with this.
this is a terrible.
Like,
Like this is historically, it's a good division, but this is a bad season for them. This is a
it was a
really bad.
It was a gauntlet for real, bro. Like
Yeah.
crazy.
All right, with the AFC South, I said that the Jags would win, and that the Colts would be the worst team, and you said that the Texans would win, and the Titans would be the worst team. So we sort of split it a little bit. Did not expect the Jags to win 13 games though, because they sort of ran away. Not even ran away with it. They looked a lot better than I expected, even though I thought they'd win.
Yeah, the Texans had like a a late surge too because they started off horrible. I was
Yeah,
like, oh shit, these Colts really finna take it, and then the Colts just
it's
dumped it,
everybody just
bro.
got hurt on the Colts, or at least Daniel Jones just got hurt, and they just fell apart. And I
Like
was like,
everybody just exploded, and then the Titans are the Titans, dude.
yeah. With the AFC West, uh, we both had the Chiefs winning this division, but I had the Broncos as the worst team, and you had the Chargers as the worst team. So we had the two playoff teams as the worst teams. This is very funny.
I think I had so much so much faith in Geno Smith and Ashton Genty.
Man,
I was just like, Pete
I
Carroll
was
can't
listening to
fuck this
that
up.
episode. I was listening to that episode, and we were like, man, this could be a division with three playoff teams. Because we were like, man, the Raiders are good too, and we were so wrong, bro. We were
Very
so wrong.
bro. Extremely wrong.
I don't even want to blame it on Gino. Though. I blame Pete Carroll, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
Goodness. Switching to the NFC though, we start with the NFC East. You had the Cowboys winning. I had the Commanders winning, and we both had the Giants as the worst team. So at least we were right with that.
So we knew we were gonna be right about that. So it's the streak broken?
Yeah. The Seahawks, not Seahawks, but the Eagles, they won twice, so the streak is gone.
Damn. What a hell of a ride.
Yeah. NFC North. Let me see. I had the Lions winning. You had the Packers winning. You said the Bears would be the worst team, and I said the Vikings would be the worst team. And it turns out the fucking Lions were the worst team, which is very Lions and the Vikings, I guess, but still, I could have never expected. One, I couldn't expect this division to look like this.
This is look crazy. Look at these records, bro. Everybody's still above 500.
Yeah.
Damn. That's a tough ass division.
And I could have never
with Detroit
last because what?
I knew Detroit was going to take a step back because losing your offense and defensive coordinator was not going to be ideal. But I wasn't thinking they were going to be fourth.
But even then, it's still over 500, bro. And like the Lions, they didn't look bad this season. They just didn't really win for real.
Yeah, bro.
Matter of fact, look at their net points. They had the most net points in their division, bro. Like, that's not a bad team.
Yeah, bro. That nigga JJ McCarthy really influential. Look at all them nines. Look at all them nines, bro.
Moving to the NFC South. Like, just look at from the NFC North to the NFC South. The Lions were the worst team, and they had 68 net points. The Panthers are the best, team, and they minus 69. Like, what are we even talking about? But moving to the NFC South, we both said the Bucks would win, and we both said the Saints would be the worst team. So the Panthers, granted, the Bucks tied with the Panthers. They had the same record, but the Panthers won.
All three of them niggas tied.
Yeah, you're right.
They all got 8 and 9.
And then there's the Saints, who I thought the Saints would be worse. They're 6-11, disrespectful. I thought Tyler Shuck was going to be trash. He's proven to be. Maybe he could be their future quarterback.
Very true.
And then NFC West. You had.
We was right about this division.
No, we weren't.
No, I'm saying like we were saying like anybody could win this division.
Oh, okay.
I feel like we said something along those lines like, oh, like this division wide open. There's no clear cut one. I was like, okay, bet, cool. Yeah, I don't know who I got right.
In the NFC West, you said the Rams would be the best team and the Cardinals would be the worst team. So he wasn't too far off. Because the Rams, they were still one of them ones for real. My dumb ass, I said the Cardinals would win. And I said the Rams would be the worst. Because I thought Matthew Stafford, because that whole offseason, he was like, oh, I have back problems and blah, blah, blah. So I thought he was going to get out. I thought he was going to be out for the season. So that's why I chose the Rams. But I was horribly wrong.
I didn't really like I didn't really give you no real pushback because that lady be on that podcast. I was like, yeah, I don't know. When the lady get to talking too much, that's when the career trajectory just start kind of plummeting. But he defied the odds.
Yeah.
To a degree.
Not to a big degree. He won the MVP.
He ain't win a bowl though.
Fair.
A nigga in your division. That's crazy. I was seeing that. Like the Seattle Seahawks, like they were in a division where nobody in the division can talk shit about Seattle. They beat everybody. You beat the Rams multiple times. Yeah. Like one to like control the division, win the division. You go back into the playoffs and beat these niggas again. You beat the Rams.
Bro, the Seahawks were handling people, bro. I'm not going handling
And
people.
you destroyed them niggas. It was like 40-6 or some shit like that. It was something crazy.
Nah, the Seahawks was belting people, bro. But
Belting niggas in your own division is crazy.
that's how it needs to be. That's how it should be. Damn it. But we get stuck with the
Well,
NFC East. But anyway, we don't talk about that. But let's move on to some, a little bit more football topics. We're going into college football real fast. Some news that's going to piss everybody off. But Trinidad Chambliss, quarterback for Ole Miss, who hooped out crazy this season, he gained another year of college eligibility. Mind you, he's already used up. He played 4 years at Ferris State, and then he went to Ole Miss, played his 5th year. There should be no more college eligibility for him, but he filed to the NCAA multiple times. He lost all of those appeals. And then he filed this one, I believe it was in the state court of Mississippi, and the state granted him that extra year. Also, maybe it's just a coincidence. I don't know. But the judge who granted him that extra year, he graduated from Ole Miss as well. So there's that. But I just think this whole, nigga, go to the league, bro. That's the one thing that's pissing me off this whole thing. He keeps fighting so hard for this one extra year of college, bro. This is a bad quarterback draft. You can go to the NFL. You can make some money for real and get paid. But he just keeps wanting to get this extra year of college eligibility. And he keeps saying it was because he said that Ferris State told him that they would medically redshirt him for a year, and they ended up never filing the paperwork or something stupid like that. So he never actually was redshirted. So this is why he thinks he deserves an extra year. But it's just like, my nigga, please just go to the NFL. Stop doing this shit, bro. I don't get it. I thought the whole point of this was to go pro.
I mean, the whole point of this was to make money. And boy, will he be making money at Ole Miss. Yeah, I believe it was like the 2021-22 season was the year that was in question where, he was supposed to medically redshirt. He never did. Or he never saw that paperwork or that paperwork never filed or whatever. I don't think it's just a coincidence that the judges are Ole Miss.
It's definitely not. It's definitely not.
Come on now. We know how the South get down. We know how the South get down. So I guess he could. Even if he declared, you feel like he'd be first round?
No, he wouldn't be first round. He's
I feel like he feels like that this next year, this extra year would solidify him in the first round.
I feel like NFL teams are gonna look at him like, bro, this nigga was running. There's that, number one. 2, he's only 5'11". 3, Russell Wilson, he was 5'10", but he was a stock. He's 5'11", he's also skinny. Russell Wilson is 5'10", but he's a stockier build. Kyler Murray, he's 5'8", but the thing about, or maybe he's 5'9". I don't know how tall Kyler is. But the thing about Kyler is he's a literal generational athlete. He has a rocket for an arm and runs a 4.3. Trinidad Chambliss, he got a good arm. He don't got Kyler's arm. He don't got Russell's arm. He don't got their athleticism either. So he was never. I don't think he was ever going to go first round, but he could for sure be a third rounder, fourth rounder, and work his way up. Because I don't think he's a bad quarterback at all. He does have a nice arm. He can move a little bit. I wouldn't, like I said, he's to me. Imagine Russell Wilson coming just out, when Russell Wilson came straight out the draft, but with a slightly worse arm. Not saying his arm is bad, but just Russ is one of the best deep ball throwers of all time, and this isn't that. But I still think he's good. He's just a slightly weaker arm, but he's like a Russell Wilson type. So he could. I think he could still end up being drafted if he came out this year. But he just let me be in college. No, let me be in college. And it's just I don't get it. I really
He's
don't.
not trying to work. That's the problem. He's not trying to work his way up, bro. He's trying to get the keys, bro. He's trying to get that first round. He's trying to find a dumb owner. He's trying to find a dumb franchise that says, you know what, we're gonna take this flyer. We're gonna use this 12th pick on you, son.
All right, but you get that dumb franchise draft you. Now you're on a trash team because a dumb franchise is gonna make dumb decisions and have a dumbass team. So I don't.
But you think you saying this under the umbrella that this nigga, you think this nigga is in it for the love of the game.
Okay, yeah.
You don't do things like this for the love of the game, nigga. You're here to make money. He's here to make money and then go to a franchise that will probably give him a second contract. He don't give a fuck about the love of the game. If he really cared, he would have been left.
But like
You
stuff
would
like
have
I
been.
don't know this. I'm obviously not in nobody from the office, but this would make me not want to draft you, bro. I just be like, nigga, no, bro, we not having this on our team, man.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I think next year's QB class gonna be top heavy anyway.
That's what people saying last year, and then it became this QB class. Like I don't. That's another like
I'm not moved. I'm not really moved by this QB class.
this current one right now with Mendoza in them.
Yeah, like that's cool.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
the only
so,
reason why they said it was gonna be top heavy was because they felt like Arch was finna blow up crazy that year and then declare. But now he's gonna just they're just gonna delay it to like next year with all these. I guess the Miami, well, not Miami. Oregon's quarterback, whatever that nigga's name is, Dante or whatever.
yeah, I think more.
Who knows, bro? I'm not seeing it.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I just don't like anybody's decision in this. To be honest, it is what it is, man. Oh man, like even if, and then another thing, like how does Ole Miss's backup quarterback, like how does the second string person feel? Like he was probably like a high recruit and all that and everything too, and they just no, we do not want you to start. We want Trinidad Chambliss to start. Like I'd be pissed off a little bit if I was him.
Well, he could do something about it. He can leave.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. This is a
Transfer
transfer
portal for a
portal.
reason. They can't even trap you no more.
Yeah, I don't
They're
really.
actually booting niggas. They actually forcing niggas against their will to hit that portal. So yeah, go where you want it. Because
So I
he
don't.
didn't play bad. The few times I saw him.
I don't really know how this Chambliss situation is going to shake out. I still feel, yes, he won another year of eligibility from the state, but
NCAA is going to appeal that.
yeah,
I'm already
I
knowing
really
they're
don't
going to try to.
think. I really don't think he's going to end up playing. I don't think so. But like I said, we will see. I hope he doesn't play, but we'll see.
We'll see.
But moving on to basketball topic, we already talked about All Star Weekend, and we do not care because we really don't care. But Hall of Fame, that the finalists for the Basketball Hall of Fame have been announced. Just reminded, this is the Basketball Hall of Fame. There's no specific NBA or WNBA or college, or there's a college basketball Hall of Fame. Wait, is there a college one? I don't know. There's a college football one, but regardless, doesn't even matter. This is Basketball Hall of Fame, so there's going to be some WNBA players in here, some coaches, etc. But the finalists are out. Greg has not seen the list. It's about 20 people. So
Damn.
that's how they do final. They're gonna narrow it down, of course, but the final it's about 20 finalists. I don't remember how many is on the final list that are selected, but there are some names we're familiar with, and there's one name like I've seen the list, so I won't be surprised. But there's one name that will surprise Greg. So let me go ahead and pull up the Hall of Fame finalists.
I'm a little nervous.
All right. As you can tell by the picture, Blake Griffin is a Hall of Fame finalist. So shout out to Blake Griffin. But
Shout out to him.
would you believe me if I said Doc Rivers is also a finalist?
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Because the finalists are Joey Crawford, the ref, Mark Few, Blake.
Wait, hold on. Wait, with Paul. No, wait, hold on.
Yep.
Okay. Why did you run by that so fast? You sped ran through that a little too fast, nigga. Fuck you, me, Joey Crawford. I did not know refs went in. I didn't know. I didn't know that was a thing. Fuck him.
Oh my gosh.
That's the nigga I'm surprised about. What the fuck? The nigga that ejected Tim Duncan for laughing? Fuck him.
Yep. That Joey
All right,
Crawford.
we start back at the top again. My bad. I got beside myself.
So Joey Crawford, Mark Few, Blake Griffin, Kevin Johnson, Gary McKnight, Dick Motta, Doc Rivers. I thought Kelvin Sims was already in the Hall of Fame. So there's that. Amari Stoudemire, Jerry Welsh, Buck Williams. The 96 United States Women's National Team, Jennifer Ozzie, Elena Del Don, Shamik Holdsclaw, Candace Parker, Molly Bolin Casimir, this person, Tal Brody, Mike D'Antoni, and Marcus Johnson. I thought Marcus Johnson was already in the Hall of Fame as well. But like we said, I don't know how many people are actually selected from the finalists, but I could see. I guess I could see Blake getting in. To be honest with you, the women's national team is 1,000% going to get in. Candace Parker is 1,000% going to get in. Elena Del Don is 1,000% going to get in. So those are three people we can already knock off there. And I thought Mike D'Antoni was also already in the Hall of Fame. So I
What
think
does
he was.
contributors mean? Contributors committee finalists mean?
I think maybe it's like their impact on the game. And if so, like I get it because Mike D'Antoni is the reason basketball really
Yeah.
looks the way it does now. Like that's at least my understanding of it. I don't know exactly what the. Let me see if they have any details on this. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
just okay,
an
so
important
important
figure
figures.
of the evolution of modern basketball. I honestly wouldn't have mind if Doc Rivers was under the contributor committee finalists. Because
I mean, he probably can't be, or he's still coaching. Well, it's retired coaches, so I don't know, but
Kelvin Sampson is an active
yeah,
nigga right now.
yeah.
I mean, wait, I thought nigga. Well, wait, I thought niggas had to be retired to do this to get put in the hall.
I know players do, but I don't know how many. I don't know how many years you have to have been a coach for that. To be honest, I
Cause
don't know.
like, cause is Pop just not? Is Pop not a Hall of Fame ass nigga?
I'm pretty sure Greg Popovich is Greg Popovich. I'm good at right
Cause if
now.
he not, I'm just like, why we putting active coaches ahead of Pop, nigga?
Is and yeah, he was inducted in 2023.
Okay, never mind. I'll take it back. Never mind. Never mind.
I was like Summerfield. Okay,
Okay, that makes sense. But I mean, if we're talking about contributors, I think he has a good argument to be like a contributor because he's like one of the first. You know, like you can't talk about Big Three culture without bringing up Doc Rivers in the Celtics,
yeah,
and how that just relayed into like the next decade of shit. But I can see that Doc Rivers will probably get the Hall of Fame nod, especially since Paul Pierce and KG, they're probably going to be Hall of Famers at some point.
yeah.
Amari, that's tough. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know.
Amari,
I truly don't know.
Amari and Blake, because I seen a tweet and it was like, man, if Blake Griffin getting the Hall of Fame, then Derrick Rose for sure getting in the Hall of Fame. And like,
That's fair, nigga, because one has an MVP and one doesn't.
yeah, but it just feels a little weird to me. Like,
Blake, and I don't even think Blake's ever made it past the second round of the playoffs.
yeah, but like Blake was one of them ones for real. Like Blake was cold, but I guess we're just in our minds we still have like the football Hall of Fame standards because those are like super duper strict and also stupid. So
Very
I
true.
don't know.
It's either we let niggas like Blake Griffin get in and Doc Rivers get in,
Yeah,
or on the other hand, Bill Belichick just can't be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
and that's why
Like it's just like, god damn,
that's why
nigga, there's
Hall
no
of Fame
middle
is just so
ground.
weird, bro.
There's no middle ground, nigga. Damn. Yeah, bro.
But let's keep it basketball. Actually, shoot, we might be keeping this boxing. I don't know because it was a crazy fight between the Hornets and the Pistons when they played earlier this week, and we just got to show y'all some of this video. Now, podcast people who just listen only, my fault, gang.
Hey, watch out on this angle. Watch how what's that nigga's name? Diabate? Was it Diabate?
Yeah,
Watch how that nigga on his second go round, like once he gets hold back, watch how he flings the fuck out of that coach, nigga.
all right. This is a good angle. This is a better angle. You see
It's a great angle, honestly.
Darren going at the Diabate, the foul, the headbutt, the mush.
Watch this ball, nigga.
Yeah, he threw his coach to the ground. Trying to get there. Darren almost fell off on him, but he had restraint. So good job, I guess.
Oh my god. Oh, here go Miles Bridges. He
And then these three coming off the bench trying to fight live. It just got crazy.
now a lot of people, a lot of people were saying Miles Bridges was pointing at Jalen Duran. This is what the streets are saying. This is not what I was saying. They said that he said, "You better be glad that you're not a woman." That's what I heard. That they said Miles Bridges said.
No, you know good and damn well nigga ain't
That's
say.
what they were saying. They were saying, "You lucky you not a woman, my nigga." That's what I heard. I don't know.
good and damn well. But
That's what the streets were saying, bro.
anyways, the suspensions that came out, I believe Isaiah Stewart, he got the worst suspension because he came off the bench to try to fight somebody. So I believe he was suspended 7 games.
7.
I think did Duran get?
Um,
I think
Duran got 2.
okay, yeah, Duran got 2,
Diabate got 4.
and Miles Bridges got 4.
Miles Bridges got 4. Mind you, them niggas took forever to get these games sorted out. And on top of that, LaMelo Ball got LaMelo Ball got off the hook. LaMelo Ball got off the hook scot-free because that nigga was on the bench and he came up and walked out there. And now,
True. Like, I see him in the background. Right?
Like he was on the bench when that happened, so he kind of got away scot-free.
He wasn't hitting nobody. He was actually trying to hit
he wouldn't hit nobody, but it's just the fact that it's like, okay, like they have a very firm, if you get off the bench, you're gonna get at least one game. Yeah. 1 game suspension. But you know what I mean? Rating niggas worried about them ratings. So now we gotta keep LaMelo. You gotta keep that. But yeah, I mean, honestly, after looking at this again, this is why you gotta have good vets. You gotta have good vets, bro. Because there was just too much standing around with the Hornets niggas. Like, when all that stuff was happening, you supposed to at least grab a body or something. When that initial thing happened, Mad Hornets niggas was, like, just staring. And it took Tobias Harris, like, holding on to, that Hornets player. And that's what, like, regurgitated that nigga. Like, who is this nigga on me? Why are, like, my non-teammates getting a hold of me? Yeah, like, I need my Hornets niggas here somewhere in the vicinity. So gotta have good vets. Niggas don't know how to properly, detain niggas. This is getting out of hand. There's a whole lot of bald niggas in the league.
Bald niggas?
A lot of bald niggas.
I mean, niggas get old, bro. Like, niggas get old. That's what happens. These niggas old.
I can't relate, but respect to them though. I just didn't. Whole bunch of bald niggas, man. Shout out to y'all.
But let's move on from that real fast because Adam Silver's doing stupid. Or let me call it. Maybe it's not stupid just yet, but I don't know. But the league, or rather the NBA, it seems like they're going to go ahead and approve expansion pretty soon. And they said, like, reports saying the NBA Board of Governors is likely to vote on expanding the league by 2 teams, making, going from 30 to 32 teams. And Las Vegas and Seattle are considered the favorites. And I know people say, like, when they do that, they're probably going to have to move a team to the Eastern Conference. People have been saying it's been Minnesota just because, like, geographically and, like, they already have, like, built-in rivalries with some of the other teams around in that area. So it does make sense for that. But, like, with all due respect, there's not even 30 good teams in the NBA. Why are we on to add 2 more? Like, there's too many teams that suck right now. I'm not going to hold you. Why are we adding these? Like, I do think Seattle should have a team, though, because that's a really big basketball community. It sucks that their team got taken away from them. But, like, Las Vegas don't need a team for real. Like, so I don't really like it. I don't like it that much. I'm not going to lie to you.
You would rather just have relocation.
Yeah, like I don't necessarily know who, but somebody should just go to Seattle.
Like you would want OKC to just go back to Seattle.
Maybe not OKC because they've.
Well, that's their original one. I was just
but I'm just like maybe not them because they've been like winning too much and they sort of started establishing themselves as like a whole thing. But like the King, I know people. Well, I'm not even gonna say people love the King because nobody loves the Kings, but
don't say that now. I remember that black nigga.
What black nigga?
Talking about, bro. Come on, don't
like,
let me do this, bro.
The Kings have been perpetually.
Take your ass home, nigga.
Come on now.
Who is? Remember that? Oh, that man. He can go. He's not even from there, which is the funny part. Like the Kings suck, so perpetually. So like, if they moved, I wouldn't even really be mad at that. The Jazz, I don't think that they should move just because, like, nigga, it's Utah. Nobody want to be there. It's fucking Utah, nigga. So I can see the Jazz move. They're not going to, but they should move. The Pelicans, I don't want them to move, but like them niggas just suck. So they're moving also.
Bro, it's New Orleans though.
Exactly. That's why I don't want them to move.
Yeah, bro. I mean, the more you talk about it, the more it just makes sense for them to just. You know what? How about this? We just move one of these LA teams. How about we just move the Clippers?
Shit, the Clippers finna get they. I don't know what's finna happen, but because Pablo told he dropped another episode, and good lord, I don't know. So the
Yeah, it's
Clippers,
about to
the
be
Clippers
fun.
moving to Seattle could actually work because they might have to sell that team or something. Because what's his name could end up. I don't know. He could end up in some real trouble. I think.
Nah, for real. I think I never really had an issue with the expansion per se, mainly because I understood the Las Vegas logic at the time. They tried. They did a test. They did a test trial with the WNBA team. Them niggas get sold out all the time. So their logic is, if you give a fuck about women, then obviously you'll give a fuck about the men basketball team as well from a revenue perspective. And everybody goes to Las Vegas. And on top of that, I think it probably strengthens the. If he's so gung ho about this NBA Cup,
Yeah,
you're probably going to have a bigger fan base. You're probably going to have a bigger turnout whenever you end up having your NBA Cup finals and semifinals, because now you have a fan base that actually fucks with basketball and they'll just go instead of you begging and pleading celebrities to go there. Seattle, they're always going to have a good fan base. That's cool. But people don't. I think the main thing that makes it intriguing for me is the expansion draft.
yeah, it would
I
be.
just always wanted to be like, I've just always wanted to like experience like what that would feel
Yeah,
like, just to see. Okay, all these teams, y'all can only keep 8 players. Y'all go at it. Okay, see, I'm not gonna lie, y'all kind of
oh,
cooked.
this is getting rated, bro.
There's like
But
at
I
least
get it,
4 to 5 niggas.
because I'm not. Because
I,
what's his name? Uzman Jang, who OKC traded him to the Buck, or he ended up on the Bucks. He just dropped like 20 in the other game, 20 last night, going crazy, and they just everybody in OKC is good, bro. They just don't be having enough playing time.
I'm saying, bro. OKC will not have to worry about no second apron after that expansion draft, bro. I promise you. I promise you, them niggas gonna have to find some other niggas, and they will. They will
Yeah,
find other
they
niggas. They're gonna
still have
definitely.
Aussie drafted. They
Yeah,
just got
still
Jeremy Kane for like $3 in a bag of chips, bro. Like,
like it's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, it's just that's my only thing. I just want to see that.
yeah,
I just
that's
want to see
valid.
how it plays
I
out.
think seeing an expansion draft would be cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. So that's a benefit I could see it.
Like,
Uh,
would they televise it, or would Shams just break every pick down? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to figure out like what that would be. We haven't had one since. I don't know.
I feel
I don't know the last time we had one.
I feel like it go like I don't think they would televise every because I don't know how many people they pick, but like during the actual draft, like I don't they get the first pick if they go like during the actual draft, or I could be wrong. Like I said, I do not know about expansion drafts, but they'll show that for sure. But I think it might just end up being like Shams breaking down who they take from other teams and stuff like that.
True. Like, I don't think they'll make like a whole spectacle out of it. I don't think it's going to
Yeah,
be like, oh, Adam Silver's walking in with the next pick. I don't think it's going to be like that.
yeah, because the players won't be there anyway. So like,
Yeah, like crazy. Yeah. But yeah, like I just because we've seen relocation before.
yeah,
Draft though.
yeah, I'm with that would be very cool, but. More things Adam Silver's thinking of. You mentioned how he's so set in on the play, and I'm glad you said that because it seems like Adam Silver's addicted to tournaments because the NBA is discussing a tournament among lottery teams
Oh my
in
god,
order
bro.
to determine draft order and stop tanking. And Adam
Bro, this
Silver
nigga love tournaments, bro.
and also like one stop tournaments and two the only things that can ever stop tanking to be honest is eliminating the draft, but I don't think that one I don't want that to happen to be honest with you because I sort of like the draft,
I
and
like the draft
two
too.
it's not gonna happen in general, so there's that. So I mean we're just gonna have to get over teams tanking, like it's going to happen, sucks to suck, but oh well.
And it's like people want to keep trying to talk about like tanking. Like with the Utah Jazz in particular, a lot of people are just kind of like, "Oh my
Because
god!" Like
who is it? I know the Jazz
the
got fined
Jazz
for
got
being
fined
somebody,
500,000.
and it's another team. I can't think of the other team right now. But two teams got fined for sitting people. And although the Jazz, they sat Jaren Jackson Jr., and then it comes out he has like a
Like a tumor.
non-cancerous one, but like a tumor on his leg, so he has to sit out. So I'm like, Can I get that money? You just find me back. This nigga has a tumor. What are you talking about? So
Yeah, and like mind you, that nigga had a tumor and was dropping like 25 and 10 or some shit. And I'm just like, all right, bro. But like, I just think, and then we found out that the main niggas that were talking about this. This was some new news that I found out. Um, OKC has OKC reportedly has concerns about Utah tanking and has been working through back channels to pressure the league to making Jazz remain competitive. That's crazy. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I know that's your team. That's mad dick eating, my nigga. I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy.
like,
Why y'all snitching, nigga? Relax. Oh, if Utah's pick falls outside of the top 8, it will go to OKC. Well, of course that makes sense. Why them niggas would care about Utah? You want to be competitive? You want that fucking pick? Y'all have enough picks, damn it. How many more picks do you want?
until we run the NBA, nigga.
Fuck y'all. It makes sense because it's Sam Presti, and I be forgetting that. What's that nigga name? What's that Utah nigga name? Oh my god.
Ainge?
Yeah, Danny Ainge is with Utah now. Like, I feel like that's the only nigga that Sam Presti respects in some form of fashion. Like anybody else, like Sam Presti don't really give a fuck about for real. But I just thought that was kind of crazy. That the reason why Utah got fined was because OKC said, "Hey, yo, my nigga, y'all checking with what Utah doing, bro." That's crazy. That's funny as fuck. That's funny as hell. But to go back to what I was saying about tanking, I don't really think the problem with tanking is what Utah is doing, because I just feel like Utah has been doing exactly what niggas have been saying. To not tank, to not do all these things, and look where it's got them. Nowhere, but just mad extra picks. So they're gonna tank. The problem with tanking, and I saw somebody else say this, and I totally agree. The problem with tanking is Utah has to out tank a nigga like the Sacramento Kings that's been tanking for 18 fucking years.
Like the
That's
Kings
the
are just
problem
bad.
with
They
tanking.
don't want it. The Kings are just bad. They don't even want to tank. They just suck.
That I'm saying. But everybody keeps talking. I think there's nothing wrong with the current level of tanking because you've already adjusted it via draft lottery. Nobody with the worst record has gotten the first overall pick. So there is some incentive to not be the absolute worst in the league, because for the past 9 years, the worst record in the league did not get the first pick, and and they have the highest chance of getting the 5th pick. Like nobody's talking about the Detroit Pistons from 2 years ago because them niggas, you could see that they just sucked. It didn't matter. They weren't trying to lose 28 straight. They just couldn't. Like they just couldn't.
They just couldn't win.
Some of this shit is just not tanking. Some of them are just that fucking bad.
Yeah.
They are. I don't know what to tell you. I think the Sacramento Kings play really hard basketball. I think Russell Westbrook goes out there every night and tries to win basketball games.
He gives his
They're
heart
just
every
not
single
that
night.
fucking good, bro. They're not good. So I don't know why they want to keep trying to like enhance stuff. And I think I didn't want to say it at first, but now I feel like there's a lot of confirmation into it. And Adam Silver and niggas just need to get off Twitter. Like I feel like they're just reacting to like fan outrage or fan whatever or fan discourse through the internet sometimes. Because some of this shit, like, why is Adam Silver concerned about certain shit? Why is this nigga talking about certain shit with the public? Why is Adam Silver talking about ratings with the fans? Yeah. Nobody gives a like. That's not your concern to tell them, because at the end of the day, they just using random talking points. You think fans actually care about all the shit we got going? No, they just try to find something to complain about. Just like NBA 2K. No matter how good or bad you do it, there will always, you can't please everybody.
No, 2K.
Somebody
2K,
always.
I would play 2K in a while, but 2K is a problem. Let's not do that.
Yes, it's a problem, but no matter how you like improve it or not improve it or whatever add things you add on to it, if you just keep trying to like tweak certain things based off of like consumer outrage,
yeah, it's never just
you're never gonna win.
He just gotta let the basketball just be the basketball, bro, and that's it.
Yeah, you just got to end up just doing you, or just kind of
Do
focus
you,
on
Adam,
whatever.
push the stars like you need to make the finals important again? Have like that decal or whatever on the court, and like keep just do stuff like that. This is a little. I feel like with the NBA, it's really you get the little things right. It's gonna make granted, even though they are little things like that, it's gonna make everything feel a little bit better. It just shows you're taking or you're paying attention to detail, and like it shows like a level of care. I feel like so. I think that's something they should just
Yeah,
worry about instead of all this other extra nonsense they doing. Like, ooh, another
yeah,
tournament. Like my nigga, no.
yeah. Like, just stop trying to like improve stuff because like one of the main things I've heard where they're just like Adam Silver don't know what the fuck he doing. You know, 82 games. It's too many games, and they need to lower it or whatever. Y'all need 70 motherfucking games or whatever the fuck. And they have all this smoke for that. But if you address it, you make it somewhat valid. If you don't address it, people will move on. Prime example, football over there, the NFL. Yeah, I think it's dangerous to add an 18th game.
They
They
don't give a
still,
fuck.
they don't give a fuck. They don't care. Niggas have talked about, oh my God, 18. Like, this is severe CTE. But if you do not bring it up, if you do not make it seem like it's a concern that you're actually giving a fuck about, niggas will just leave it alone.
Like, do
I
you
think it's
know
way
how
more
many?
dangerous. I think it's way more dangerous to add an 18th game than it is to keep 82 games for basketball. I promise you that that extra game for football is going to cause way more damage. But
Like
they're not
you know how many NFL players be like, oh my gosh, I hate the Thursday night games, and the NFL does not care at all. They said they hate everybody. They said they hate the Thursday night game from since they was implemented, and they still
they don't
keep
give a fuck.
more Thursday night game. More, we're gonna
We
give it
could
to Amazon. Like the
we
NFL don't
complain we
care.
complain we complain on Monday night that there's two football games on the same day all the motherfucking time. You know what they don't do? They don't address it. They keep pushing it. They don't give a fuck. And you know what happens later down the line when the NBA addresses some shit or whatever? The first thing niggas be saying, "This is why football is king, bro. This is why football will always be king to basketball." What's that nigga name? Roger Goodell would
Yeah,
never. Yeah, he wouldn't because he wouldn't bring it up.
that's fair.
Stop making it seem like fans really have a voice in this. That's your
Like
problem.
Adam Silver seems like a good guy. He's just like the problem with the quote unquote problem. He's a little too progressive, which is a good thing to be progressive. Like it's a good thing to like care about all these other things.
I've been trying to tell
Like the
you, bro.
NFL, they don't give a fuck. They
I've
don't
been
give a
trying to
fuck.
tell. I've been saying this for like what 3 years. Yo, Adam Silver just need to be a little bit more corrupt. I've been saying that. I've been saying that shit for 2-3 years.
Yeah,
Like, yo, just be a little bit more corrupt, bro, because all this full transparency will never be right. And I've been somebody that's defended Adam for certain things. I can't get down with some of this shit you doing, my nigga, because I know it's not gonna work.
exactly.
Even if I do think you're a nice guy, it's not gonna work, my nigga.
But Greg, I do think it might be that time. It's not. It's not time for picks because there are no more picks anymore. Unfortunately,
Damn.
off season. Do you have the final tally or?
Final tally will be dropped next week, y'all.
All right, so
About 4 weeks behind, my nigga. I need to add these playoff games. But I think we did better than last year. I'm not gonna lie. Based off of what we did, had a nice little resurgence. Yeah, a nice little win streak. But it is about that time for the hot take, y'all. Now, Jax, what is your hot take of the week?
all right, my hot take of the week, year, century. I've been thinking it for a minute. The Washington Wizards have the worst jerseys ever. Like, as a whole, I think I was watching the Wizards game. I think their jerseys I think this list goes up to 2019, but they were wearing jerseys similar to the ones on the 1 to 3rd row, so with the 15 with like the 10. They're wearing jerseys similar to that. That's the ugliest shit I've ever seen in my life. The Wizards jerseys suck horribly. I've literally never seen a good Wizards jersey. They all are ugly. They all suck. The Washington Wizards have the worst jerseys in the NBA history. I'm not gonna lie. Let me see if I can find.
I ain't gonna lie to you. It's always gonna be difficult to make red, white, and blue look good.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think that. Like the Sixers look good, but like look at this bullshit. What is the city edition? This is terrible. Why are these colors? This shit sucks. And then going back to these over here, these jerseys also trash. These jerseys also trash. Like, what are we doing? These suck. These are terrible jerseys. The Wizards have the worst jerseys ever.
Damn, they don't got at least one.
They don't have no good jerseys. Even back in like the Gilbert Arenas days and stuff like that, those are horrible too. Like this shade of blue.
They're just less horrible.
Yeah, bro. Like, let me share this one again. But like that Wizard,
Yeah,
like the
that's the least horrible of them.
Horrible. Still, like I don't get it. Red, white, and blue should not be hard. You said it's hard. Like the Sixers have good jerseys. Who's another red, white, and blue team?
Red, white, and blue. It's not a lot of red, white, and blues, unless you want to consider the Clippers red, white, and blue.
Yeah, the Clippers are red, white, and blue. They're not that bad. The Pistons, they have a little bit.
Clippers has some ugly ones though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But they're also the Clippers, so they were like just historically bad. So they just nobody really gave a fuck for real.
You're right.
About how bad the jersey.
But I think the reason why people don't think the Sixers are bad because they don't spam the red, white, and blue. Like they don't spam like a major. Like I'll say this: when it comes to red, white, and blue, red cannot be the primary color. It cannot. It just doesn't.
The Clippers got some nice red jerseys, and so do the Sixers.
No, I'm saying if red, white, and blue is all on that jersey, red cannot be the primary. Like red cannot be the Now, you can hit like a all red, or like a red that got like a little bit of white, like a little small white.
So you don't like this though?
Yeah, that is kind of hard. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm like the Sixers are probably like it's just the Wizards.
All right, okay.
It's just the Wizards.
At first I was like, okay, the 76ers, that's an anomaly because they got them black jerseys that are iconic and hard, but well, I'll say this.
Like these are fine as well. Like it's just the Wizards, bro. They suck. Like the Wizards have the worst jerseys ever. None of them look good.
None of them look good. I feel like it just takes a superstar to get in there for them to give a fuck. I don't think they've had a reason to give a fuck about their jersey. Like the Cavs had some bullshit until LeBron came around.
Cavs suck too. Cavs are really bad.
Cavs sucked, and then LeBron came in and they got more threads after that. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I feel like the Clippers were always bad until they had some real niggas in there. It didn't start looking good till CP and started hooping.
Let me look at the Clippers jersey history real fast. Let's see what they had.
Wizards ain't had no super.
What? No, these San Diego ones sort of nice. Like this is not too bad.
Yeah, that ain't horrible.
That was not terrible. It doesn't show. It's not going as well. This is when they were like in Buffalo. That don't really count for real.
And them hoes look ugly as fuck anyway. You know.
And like this one, it's not that bad. I'm telling it's just the Wizards, bro. It's just the Wizards, man.
Yeah, you may be right. Yeah,
but nah, the Wizards, I can't stand to watch. And I do be wanting to watch the Wizards because they got some young, exciting people, but golly, them jerseys are horrible. And that's my hot take.
What do the Mystics? Let me see look at the Mystics jerseys.
Oh, I know this nigga not acting on the damn Mystics.
No, I'm just saying, like, I want to see if the girls look better or if it's just the same bullshit.
Are they owned by the same people?
I would hope so. I don't know. Like is the whole city on bullshit? Because I fuck with the Commanders jerseys. That black jersey that they got.
The Mystics jersey's not really good. They're not as bad, but they ain't nothing special. Like these suck. Well, I don't get what's up with these colors. I don't get the.
I like that jersey more than whatever the fuck the Wizards got.
It's better than what the Wizards have, but I don't get what these colors got to do with Washington D.C. But they're not terrible. Like this one is nice.
Yeah, like that's a solid. That's solid.
Only thing that sucked about the WNBA is because they got them big ass ads on them. Like that's the worst part about the WNBA jerseys, to be honest.
Yeah, I think their font looks better.
Yeah.
I think
like this one not bad either.
Yeah,
they just got the Verizon, the D, like all that. It makes it look ugly.
The women's jersey look better than the men's, and that's a problem because there's more money being put in the men's than the women.
Exactly.
The women are doing more with less. So
damn shame. Damn shame.
Fucking shame. Like what the fuck are we talking about?
And you talk about before you get to your house, you were talking about you need a superstar in this Wizards jersey. God damn, they have Michael Jordan. They had to go in the jersey and
He wasn't there
still.
long enough, bro. He wasn't there long enough. Because I ain't gonna lie. When he took over with the Bobcats, going from the Bobcats to the Hornets, hey, look, they ass. But them jerseys was clean though. I fuck with the pinstripe, the colorway. If they was good, it hit different. But
Yeah.
one thing Michael Jordan did, they did have to make him have that shit on, bro. He just wasn't in Washington long enough to have that impact.
You could be right.
It went from Michael Jordan straight to Gilbert Arenas. That nigga did not give a no fuck. Not care. Now, I'm stuck between two hot takes right now. I'm stuck between a James Harden hot take, and a barbershop community hot take. Which one should I go with?
I don't know. Whichever one you feel strong, but follow your heart, man, because you got to go to work soon. Man.
You're right, bro. I do got to go to work soon. Okay, bet. I'll say the barbershop community one when I have more time to talk. My hot take, I think James Harden getting traded as much as he has been the greatest PR move for him ever. I think that's the greatest PR stunt. Like, that's not a PR stunt, but I think the greatest PR move for James Harden was to get traded as much as he has. Even though that's probably not what he wanted. I think people do not appreciate James Harden until that nigga lands on their team. All the narratives about James Harden in Houston and all that stuff. He's a ball hog, or all he does is this, or he foul baits, whatever. All of a sudden, as soon as he gets to another team, that first 2 weeks, all of a sudden, niggas is so surprised that he's able to impact the game as much as he has, or elevate a team, or be a fucking floor raiser. And it's just like, nigga, we've been saying this since fucking 2014, 2015. I'm not even trying to be like no scoring lover, but I'm just like, every year, I had a problem when it was Brooklyn, because I'm just like, you ain't know the nigga could pass the ball. But now we're getting to like the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm starting to hear the same shit. I'm like, nigga, this nigga, at every stop, this nigga has been hooping. And I know that I'm not expecting everybody to watch games, watch every game that you're a fan of. But for y'all to speak so passionately about Harden, of him being a playoff choker, him not doing this, him not doing that, and then to turn around and be like, oh, I ain't know this nigga had this kind of speed. This nigga been hooping.
Yeah.
That nigga, we had a fucking whole that shit on fucking Netflix. He was on Netflix, nigga. You could have gone deep into that nigga catalog. He been hooping. Nobody expected the Clippers, including myself, to go as far as they did last season when Kawhi Leonard got dropped off and Paul George was up out of there. We thought that nigga was going to be a lottery team, and he raised them niggas to the fucking playoffs and took the fucking Denver Nuggets to 7 fucking games. But you know what I had to fucking hear when that nigga didn't make win a game 7? I had to hear niggas say, here go James Harden choking again. I left all that little choking playoff choker shit. I left that in Houston because after James Harden left Houston, he was no longer a nigga's first option. But y'all treat that nigga like a first option because every time he goes somewhere, their first option just doesn't live up to the fucking hype, or something always tragically happens, and then he has to be put up in the forefront as the main primary ball handler and the number one option. After we'd all then solidified that James Harden being the best player on the championship team is probably not going to happen. But yet y'all still keep going. When niggas talk about Joel Embiid had his best seasons when he was with James Harden. Nigga won a fucking MVP. You know what I had to hear? I had to hear niggas say, oh my God, like James Harden just couldn't get it fucking done. Nobody talked about Joel Embiid that series, even though anybody that had a second best player win you 2 games and drop you and go 40 back to back, your main star player is supposed to go ahead and finish that game off and finish that series off and win the game. But we so focused on James Harden only having 15, 19 points in game 7. What are we really talking about? So I think every time that nigga goes to a different team, a whole different fan base gets a chance to really give that nigga his flowers, appreciate him. I feel like had he always stayed in Houston and did the Dame Lillard thing and just retired there, niggas would not put the respect, not give Harden the respect that he deserved. And I think that's the thing. Like, I know he wants a championship. I know he wants to do all these good things and shit. But at the end of the day, the greatest thing for James Harden was the fact that he got traded so many times. Because now niggas get a chance to open their eyes about Daryl Morey. Now niggas get a chance to open their eyes about how good Joel Embiid is, or how not good some other players are. How he's the ultimate floor raiser. We weren't hearing none of this shit in Houston. So that's my hot take.
It just feels like a lot of people have like this misconception of James Harden in their head, like from the Houston days, and it's like, no, he's like Houston days. He had the score. He wasn't really doing much on defense, even though he still could play. Like
He could
James
play.
Harden
He
could
played
play
both
defense.
defense.
He just didn't because he had to
Yeah.
score 40. But like he can actually play defense when he needs to, and that's another we've been realizing. Like on Cleveland, they're like, wow, he can actually sort of guard because Darius Garland's a smaller guard and they could push him around. You can't push around James Harden. He's like 230
He
pounds.
got
He's 6'5".
nigga too big to get pushed around. He like
Yeah,
six
so it's
five.
just like another level of defense as well. And then people want to just talk about him as scoring. Like, no, he's been a point guard for like the past 7 seasons, maybe. Like he's been a pass
Over a decade.
for like
Over a
really
decade,
game, like you said, almost a decade. So it's I don't know. It's like you said, it's people not watching the game. So I do. At first, when you started your hot take, I was like, where are you getting to? But no, I do agree because people just getting to realize, like, oh wow, James Harden on my team. Look at the offense flow better. Look at our centers. They're actually playing well and scoring now. We didn't know they could do that because
That's
James
what I'm
Harden
saying.
beating the
He
ball.
unlocks things that you have never seen before, but because you gotta hear about the 2017 playoff dropper he was, like nigga who
Like even if
guard-
he does choke in the playoffs, but that don't mean he's not good. He's still James Harden. Stop
still
like
fucking
he's still
James
James
Harden.
Harden. He's just unlucky in the playoffs, and like I think one of these days he's gonna have like I shouldn't even say one of these days because he's dropped 40 in the playoffs. He just always ends up having a bad game eventually because it just happens. But he's still James Harden. Nigga need to stop playing with him.
Yeah, and I think at some point people will have to have an uncomfortable conversation on why we keep talking about James Harden in a certain light when it comes to position. Because that nigga's been playing point guard for the majority of his career.
Majority?
Not, yes. He's only played shooting guard for 4 years. He's been playing point guard since 2015, 2016. That was the first time playing point guard. He's been playing point guard ever since. But we don't put him in
I don't
point
know
guard
if
conversations.
when he was with Chris Paul, he was playing shooting guard.
He's playing point. Oh, well, what? 2 seasons. So instead of it being 11 seasons that he's played point guard, it's now what 9.
No, I mean he played with he was shooting guard with OKC, shooting guard with Houston.
He was playing point. He was playing point guard. Like I said, consistently. He was consistently playing point guard from as soon as we traded Jeremy Lin. So 16, 17, 18, 19, I'll give Chris Paul. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Nigga spent 8-9 years playing consistent point guard. I just feel like he gives you more impact all time when you view him as a point guard than just being like a shooting guard. We just keep putting him default shooting guard when
He's really one of the best point guards ever.
like I'm saying, like we got to put him in point guard conversations because it's not like that that semantics game I was playing with Tim Duncan about power forward versus center. Like James Harden legit is like he is a point guard. He's a point guard, nigga. So I just feel like we got to have him like ranked all time. Like where does he rank all time with point guards? Because shooting guard that's a cop out. Where it's like okay, we got MJ, Kobe, and then you can debate between D Wade and James Harden. I feel like we're past that. I just feel like put that nigga in the point guard position at this point. He averages too many assists. He's averaging like 10 to 11
I wonder where he was
assists.
ranked as far as all-time point guard, but we don't got to do that today.
Yeah, we ain't got to do that today, but like I feel like a conversation has to be had at some point. Because I'm like, yo, this nigga plays point guard way too much for me to not at least dabble that nigga. Like, okay, like how good of a point guard he is compared to other people?
Yeah.
Or are you just going to keep him at shooting guard all his life? But that's a conversation for another day. It's probably an off-season conversation when shit ain't really popping.
All right.
Any last words?
Man, go outside, go touch some grass. It's not, or at least down here, it's not cold no more. So you can go outside,
It's warming up, man.
off, put your feet in the ground and everything, ground with the world and all that. So yeah, go outside, go touch some grass, go live some real life, man.
Yeah, and if you are in the East Coast, it's starting to warm up now, man. 37. All right. We're out the negatives.
All right.
No, we're not in the single digits anymore. Smooth 37. Is snow still on the ground? Yes. Is it going to
That's
melt at some point? We can only hope. As we can we can only hope. All right. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment down below. We love that engagement. More content coming soon. And we'll catch y'all niggas next. And watch Love is Blind.
that too.